Welcome back to the SBL pod.
It's been a while.
Welcome back. It's been too long, some would say.
In what, 3 weeks? No.
Yeah, we.
Merry
I mean,
Christmas
I'm
and
not
Happy
gonna
New
speak
Year.
for you guys. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. But I was
Happy birthday
swamped.
to Sean.
Happy birthday,
It was
Sean. I
yesterday.
Thank you.
didn't even
Thank you.
ask you how your birthday was. Why don't you tell us how your birthday was?
Yeah, that's a good way to
Well,
start this.
I worked, so that was fun. And
Mm-hmm.
then I went to the DMV to renew my license. And
That
then
sounds like a great birthday.
I got Korean barbecue with my family.
Oh,
after, so,
Wow.
that sounds good. That's a good way to end
Wow.
it.
yeah, it was a fun one.
Did at any point, like maybe last year at your birthday, did you think next year the Niners are going to be hosting a playoff game? Because they're not.
Yeah, I think every year, honestly. I think
Every
that
year
every
you
year.
think that, yeah. Every
Yeah.
year I think we're gonna make the Super Bowl, and here we are. What are we?
Yeah.
What the fuck did we finish? I will get there. What were we like 6-11?
I don't know. I hope so.
I'm gonna just say this before we get into anything. I told you guys that if we go 4-4 at the bye, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. We went 4-4 at the bye. I think we won like 2. I don't know what happened. We won that Tampa game, and then we went like 1-8. Anyways, we're gonna go back a few weeks to week 17, the Christmas week, and just kind of highlight a few games that were pretty big. Anybody want to start?
Probably Chiefs versus Steelers was a little shocking. I thought Steelers would put up a little bit of a fight, but it was domination from the Chiefs. For me, I think this was like the first week where I was like, all right, they got something without the refs here.
Yeah, they kicked their ass.
It was
There's
embarrassing.
like no other way to put it. Yeah. The Chiefs are super scary, by the way. Like they ended the season pretty fucking good.
Now, well, we'll talk about it later, but I have my hesitations with the Chiefs with them coming off of a bye.
You think so?
I don't know. We saw in college all the teams that had a bye looked really slow.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
One more Christmas thing. The Ravens Texans game. I mean,
So boring.
holy fucking shit, was that a bad game?
I feel so bad for Tank Dell tearing everything in his.
Fuck! I forgot about that.
Tearing everything in his knee.
Who's that against?
The Ravens, right? Or was that the Chiefs game?
It was the
That was the Chiefs the week before, but
how many receivers are these Chiefs taking out?
But dude, that hit
Lions
ball break was so nasty.
No, the problem was that was his own teammate too.
I know. I knew it was bad when like fucking CJ Stroud was in tears,
crying,
and like they were on
man.
commercial for a long time, and then they said it really is just an ACL. I'm like, there's no way, because in the video I watched the video, I'm like, everything's out.
It looked crazy.
Remember you texted us saying, wait, so now they're thinking he just dislocated it. I was like, I don't
yeah,
know about that.
They said he just dislocated it. He'll be all right. I'm like, I saw the video. Everything tore. Like you could just tell everything was gone.
Yeah.
But I feel for him. That's the one thing that's killing the Texans is their wide receivers have gotten banged up. Yeah.
Yeah. Mechie's good.
Yeah, but it's not
They got
the
Nico.
Same. Nico's a dog for sure.
But you got a better running back. I don't know.
I think the problem is that now they're struggling with is all they're thinking now is, all right, we're gonna double Nico, and just let the other receivers try to make a play. Like defense wise. So it's an easier play design or defense design
scheme. Yeah, there's less weapons on the field.
Yeah, like you don't have to worry about that Tank Dell just running down the field for that deep throw. Now, I'm not saying that they have it, but just Tank Dell was so good at it.
Any other games? Chargers beat the shit out of the Patriots.
Yeah,
that was big, right? Because they like kind of were on a schneid-ish, right?
Well, we beat the Broncos the week before that. Great game.
Okay, right.
That was a great moment. Remember, that game we were down like 17-0, 20-0.
Yes, I remember that.
So, I'll talk a little bit about that game because that was one of the first times that I've seen a Chargers team come back.
Yeah, they never
usually
come back.
Usually we're the ones. Yeah.
Right.
So, and it was probably for me the first time that I've seen like, okay, we actually have a head coach, because it really started to change when before the second half, Broncos were trying to run out the clock, but Harbaugh called just like at the time it was like okay, you could call this timeout, but there's 3 seconds. What's gonna happen? Well, what did that turn into? It turned into the guy running into the into our kick returner, 15 yards, and we get a field goal for an easy 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it was that weird free kick kind of play
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
was so weird.
Yeah, but from there it just snowballed into Chargers coming back. So, I mean, heads up play by Harbaugh, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But and then yeah, we just carried it into this next week where
that was an ass kicking the whole time.
I mean,
the whole
yeah,
time they played the Patriots.
Drake May was getting hammered. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved it though. It was great seeing McConkey looked phenomenal that game. Yeah, I mean, I was scared that this was gonna be Drake May's like, okay, he's torching the Chargers, because usually the rookie, I've seen it time after time. These rookie quarterbacks just have their breakout games against us. So seeing us kind of take that out was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just beat the teams that you're supposed to beat.
Yeah.
You guys struggled with that in the past, but
we
you guys are
definitely
doing
did
it this season.
This season, every game where we were supposed to just dominate, it was actual domination instead of like at least a close game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was great.
Yeah. I like that Bengals overtime game against the Broncos.
That game was incredible.
Amazing.
Dude,
that Bo Nix throw, but that Bo Nix throw when he was scrambled out, it was to Mims, but
yeah.
Gutsy throw.
But it's just like
he has a lot of those throws. He has a lot of those throws to Mims, which is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No, Bo Nix was great. Bo Nix was great, but I just feel like Burrow is just.
I mean, yeah,
he's on a different planet. He's on a different fucking planet with
that T Higgins touchdown in the corner
was crazy.
Fucking nuts.
That was crazy, man.
So he's so good.
400 yards that game. Yeah, I still stand by this. I know I'm a little bit of a spoiler, but obviously the Bengals didn't make the playoffs. They finished 9-8. If they're 10 and what is it? 10-7? 10-7. He would have to be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, no. If he was in the
conversation,
I'm
still not sure if he would win it, but definitely he would be.
Dude, he carried them.
Passing touchdowns. I mean,
he carried them the last 5 weeks. He carried them.
I also saw Josh Allen do some crazy stuff this season.
No, for sure. I just think he would it would be tough, man, between Lamar, Josh Allen, and Burrow. But Burrow didn't make it, and as much as it's a regular season trophy, they do consider, if your team's got a winning record or not. This is what it is.
Definitely. I think my top two, I would have even put Saquon in my top two. What he did this season
for MVP, yeah.
Dude, we've never seen a running back do that thing where he spinned and then hopped over someone backwards.
That was nuts. That was nuts.
That was nuts. But I just feel like nowadays the MVP is just the quarterback.
It is.
And then that's where the offensive player comes out.
That's my true MVP pick right there.
Yeah, we need to I don't know. There needs to be a change of names, maybe.
Heisman, they're kind of doing now where it's not really quarterback mainly.
Well, they should just have a best quarterback award and a best. I don't know, but then you're gonna
everybody
have
else award
for every position. Yeah, I don't really know.
But it's how do you even determine the best player award? Yeah.
Well, I just think most valuable player, right? Who's the most valuable player to their team
in the league?
In the league or to their team?
So.
To their team.
It's tough when you bring.
It would have to be to their team, but of the league.
It's tough when you bring it that way though, because then everybody's gonna be like, "Well, quarterback is obviously the biggest position."
Yeah.
Right. That's what. But I don't mind it being a quarterback award. I think Saquon's great, but that offensive line is pushing motherfuckers like crazy.
Definitely, yeah.
Right. As great as Jamar has been. Because did he win the Triple Crown? I actually don't even know. I can check, I guess.
Jamar did.
He did? That's crazy. But Joe is the one slinging that fucking thing. You think Jamar's breaking that if I don't know, Nick Mullins. I know he's not the backup, but Nick Mullins is the quarterback. Like, I don't know. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Joe has that, the chemistry. He's got the throw. He's a fucking great quarterback. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just the NFL.
Just to throw this out there, the last player that was a non-quarterback to win the MVP was
Wait, give
Adrian
me the year.
Peterson.
Give me the year. Oh fuck, I was gonna
Oh,
ask for the year,
sorry,
but
shit.
you're good.
Sorry.
I was gonna guess.
was
I was
it?
gonna guess.
Adrian
was it?
Peterson in 2012. Adrian Peterson.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
And
Adrian
only
Peterson.
eight since 1990 have been non-quarterbacks.
2012. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It does,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think offensive player and defensive player should definitely have more weight. They just don't sound as important,
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
even though the name clearly states it. But
Any other games from that week we could talk before we talk about the Lions Niners one?
Packers Vikings.
That was a big game.
That was a big win for them. Drew Lock went crazy against the Giants.
Yep.
4 touchdowns, beat them 45-33. Lions
Ruined
Niner
their
game was
draft
pretty
position.
good.
Lions
Yeah,
Niners was good.
It was
First
good.
half was
I
pretty
thought we
good.
were
It
gonna win,
started
to
good.
be honest with you.
Yeah, it started like we were, and then
Then the
as
third
usual,
quarter
people
came.
start dropping.
Yep.
Yeah, Commanders Falcons OT. Commanders got that dub. That was a big game for them too.
Just going back to the Niners game, I'm happy to see Ricky Pearsall. He's starting to play.
Ball out.
Yeah,
Starting
he's
to figure
starting to
it
be. I just
Well, I
think
don't know.
like it
Well,
was
he's finally
like
getting
season.
looks. He's
Yeah,
finally getting
Well,
more than
look,
1 to
yeah,
2
I was
targets.
gonna say, I
Yeah.
don't know about figure it out. Just he
More
finally has.
opportunity.
Yeah, because he's the spotlight now. Because there's
Yeah,
not
I
really
just
another person.
think Kyle was like, "Hey, we got to get this guy the fucking ball," and just probably told. I don't know. I'm
Worked.
assuming he told Purdy like, "Hey, we got to get this guy the ball," and it's been working. He's
Well,
good. He's good when he has the ball.
Did you guys see that clip from week 16 when Ricky is just getting yelled at by the wide receivers coach?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yes, I did.
Fucking loved it.
I wonder what he was saying.
I think he ran the.
Just because you got a
wrong
shot doesn't
route.
mean you can't catch a ball.
Or no. I think he did he do he had a penalty. He had like 2 penalties. I don't know if he did a false start or a holding, but he fucking blew up on him. I loved it. I mean, shit.
I mean, as long as
Hold
you
him
know your
accountable.
player, what's the word? Reacts
Like-
well to criticism.
Right, like you're yelling at
Yeah.
fucking DK
Like a
Metcalf. Good
diva,
luck.
or like Stefan.
Right,
You're not
right.
getting away with doing that shit with Stefan.
As terrible as this wide receiver I'm gonna name has been for these past 2 seasons, Quinn Johnston. One thing
I was gonna say
give him-
Debo. I thought he
No.
was gonna say Debo.
Quinn Johnson, as bad as he's been, or when he drops, he knows he's in the wrong also. But like when Herbert is, just when you could tell he's getting chewed out, Greg Roman said he's someone that he takes the criticism and he doesn't like hold it in and explodes with it. It's just more of like he understands, just someone that understands like I gotta be better, than being the diva. Which is good to hear.
I just want to say real quick. Obviously, I'm happy the Niners lost that game, but there's one motherfucker we're gonna get into the Niners in a little bit, but there is one motherfucker that's still surviving, and I don't know how.
Oh my god.
Jake Moody, 0 for
Dude.
2 field goal, missed an extra point. He cost us 7 points. We lost the game by 6. Now I know that a lot of things happen in football.
Different
you can't
scenario.
you can't just do the math and say, but I mean, it's 7 fucking points. He was horrible. And I told my family when we were watching the game, my Michigan family, I said, this motherfucker went to the school that you guys idolize. This motherfucker. They're like, he was? I'm like, yeah. And he was hitting big. He got a huge leg. Yeah, he was like worshipped. I'm like, he fucking sucks. I called both field goals when he was lining up. I said, he's going to miss it. You just watch. They're like, no, he's not. It's 38 yards. Boom. Fucking missed it. Everybody's like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, he's been doing this shit forever. He fucking sucks. I've been trying to tell him, but he needs to go. But this is a little spoiler. The Niners fired the special teams coordinator. I mean, they didn't really fire him. I guess they demoted him. Maybe they did fire him. Well,
I thought he
he's not.
fired. I thought he got
No,
fired.
they said that he's no longer the defensive coordinator, but they want to keep him maybe as the special teams coordinator.
Wait,
What?
you're
You
talking
said
about
they fired
yeah,
special teams. So
Sorensen
you're talking about
or
Sorensen.
Oh fuck! I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. They fired the special teams coordinator, Brian
yeah,
Schneider.
yeah,
I think that's his name, which needed to happen. That
definitely.
guy, he should be shot. Actually, the way they shot Ricky.
No.
Then they demoted the defensive coordinator, Nick Sorensen. Did you say no because you want him to get shot for real?
No.
I'm like,
I want him. I want the shooter to shoot Joe Staley because he's the reason why we're ass.
Joe Staley or Brandon Staley?
No, no, not Joe. I love Joe. Brandon Staley.
No, you just put
Oh,
that out
not
there.
Joe.
You
Niner
just put
legend.
that out there. You just put that out there. All right.
Not Joe.
If we want to go into week 18, fuck the Lions,
Yeah.
by the way. Fuck those guys for beating us. And Amon Ra was all like
I thought that's your team.
cheating on his story.
Spank him.
He's like, we spanked him. It's like, dude, what?
I'm watching it on TV and I hear spank that Edwards ass. I'm like, what? They just let this on TV?
Fuck, I
Like,
didn't
don't
catch
know.
that. I didn't catch
Dude,
that.
it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm
So-
watching it and I'm laying down in bed and I'm just like, wow, I can't believe they just aired that.
So does this mean you guys are still rooting for the Lions or?
Dude,
No, I'm
that-
changing my
that locker
Super Bowl
room-
team.
I don't know, dude. That locker room is it's just
Well,
it
I like
looks
that
so
Campbell.
fun and I like how like
So,
passionate they are with each other.
They kind of annoy me now.
They're doing too
and-
much, bro. They're doing too much.
Really?
I think
Well,
so.
I think how they
I-
act, but I think how they act towards each other and like their camaraderie, I think that's like that's
I
really
still
appealing
love
to
I
me.
still love the coach, but just like maybe
Yeah,
I'm just
I mean,
tired
dude,
of it. I'm
They're
just
acting like
tired
they're
of
the shit because they are the
they
shit
are
right now.
they are,
You know?
but
They
it's
kind
just
of they
more of
kind of
like
can.
I'm just tired of seeing the dancing and the just. Ugh.
Yeah.
See, the Niners are coming out with boom boxes.
Yeah,
every
I
game.
know. That's what I was thinking
Like,
about right now. I'm like, people were probably
you
saying
know?
the same shit about us.
Yeah, no, they
But-
100% were. I've seen the
But
post.
if the Lions would have beat us like 40-7, like the Bills did or like the Packers did, beat our shit up the whole game. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you should be saying like, yeah, we fucking spanked them, whatever. It's like we were winning.
Yeah,
and
They
then
were
it was
looking like
close.
they were gonna
Spank 'em.
lose.
Yeah,
They didn't
we
even
gave.
spank
Brock
'em.
had 2 bad interceptions, which we didn't even get to. He didn't look great, right? It's
We have
like
9 starters on IR. Like,
right.
get over
And I know
yourself.
the Lions have a lot, but it's like, I think you just say like, yeah, we got our revenge. That's fine, you got it. But you didn't spank us. Like the game was close, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't have
Yeah.
been. It shouldn't have been.
Season's clearly over for us. Like, what a
Right.
victory.
What are we playing for? You know, Jake Moody is playing for your team. Like what are we even talking about? But
Literally, he loves Detroit.
anyways,
Hey, Michigan
He
native.
loves Michigan.
exactly. I started thinking, I was like, he's fucking playing for them. What the fuck? Oh, I can't stand that guy. He's the last one standing, by the way. Everything that we have been begging for has happened.
Is it because are they allowed to drop him yet?
I don't think so because
Yeah.
well, one thing I know is that Brian Schneider, this former special teams coordinator for the Niners, feels so good to say former. He was the one who told Kyle that we should go draft Jake Moody once Robbie Gould left. He convinced him. So now that they fired him, I'm assuming
They have
that
to.
means that they're gonna drop Moody.
Dude,
I
there's
would
no
just
way.
think they're
There's
gonna
no
bring
way
in a
he's even
competition.
on the team. There's no
It-
way.
What drives me crazy is like Kyle, they've panned the camera. He's losing his fucking mind.
And then he backs him in.
And then he
fucking
backs
media.
him. Yeah, he goes to media, and I get like what he's trying to do.
You know, he's a good
like,
guy.
he's trying to be a
He doesn't want
player's
to look
guy.
like a dick.
Yeah, like what is he gonna do? Go there and say, "Fuck this motherfucker! I want
Yeah,
him off."
yeah.
Like he can't
Yeah.
do that.
Oh,
But I
dude.
know
Oh,
Kyle.
feels
I
so
know
great.
I know
Deep
his blood
down.
is boiling. Yeah, it has
Yeah,
to be.
yeah,
Has to
definitely.
be.
He slammed
Anyway.
his fucking iPad.
Yeah, he
slammed
was
his
so
iPad
in a
afterwards.
meaningless game. In a meaningless game, he
yeah.
slammed
He's
his
like,
iPad.
Stop, fuck, boom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, let's go. Let's
All
go to this last week, week 18.
Week 18, Baltimore Ravens versus the Browns. Annihilation. Derrick Henry had a game.
Annihilation.
Lamar played incredible. That tandem
Yeah, but
was
they
crazy.
were all. So this game was for the division, right? If the Ravens win, they would have won the
Yes.
division, and they kicked their ass.
Yeah, they kicked their ass. Dude, that
Mhm.
defense looked insane too. They're coming
Yeah,
alive.
they're coming
Yeah.
Pick
alive.
six.
They're scary.
That-
They're scary.
Did you see the D tackle interception? Like he was dropped back and he came in for the ball and
I think I did see it.
I don't know if I saw it.
It was towards the end of the game. I mean, it was.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
They look
And
scary,
then-
man.
and then then the Bengals Steelers game. Bengals get the win they needed.
Mhm.
Steelers look rough, man. They look rough
Bad.
past 2 weeks.
They look bad.
Yeah.
They look
They have
slow.
lost. They have lost 4 straight games.
Yeah,
They
they
have
look like
for
the
a
Steelers
month
of
straight.
old.
They have lost.
I mean, Russ is starting to look like the bad version of Russ. He's not looking great.
I'm
I mean,
pretty sure
at the end of the
that
game, he ran the clock out right when he wasn't supposed to.
yeah, yeah.
And it's just
He bonehead Russ.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Remember when like a few episodes on this pod ago, I said, "Oh, the Steelers are so good, they might win the Super Bowl." They've lost like every game since I said that. By the way, they were bitching about playing 3 games in 11 days. They lost all 3 fucking games.
Now
I mean,
know
it is bad.
what would help them though if you beat the Ravens in Baltimore,
Oh,
everything gets erased, you know?
right.
Everything. But that's a tough
They're
ask.
they're huge underdogs in that game.
Yeah, I don't, dude. There's no way.
I don't like their chances, but
But like,
who
what?
knows? It's
Just
a division
hypothetically,
game.
we'll make our picks in a little bit. But like, let's say the Steelers do lose, which it looks like it probably is going to happen. They've lost 4 straight games. Then they would have lost the wild card game to the Ravens. What are the Steelers fans going to say? Like, that's what they do every year. No matter how good the team they are, they make the wild card and they lose.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't want them to fire Tomlin. I don't think that's
No,
the
they
answer.
wouldn't.
No,
They wouldn't.
no.
I think they're
mean,
gonna say
their
this is
team
our
just not
first
there.
year. This is our first year of like, I guess you could consider them in a rebuild year. I don't think they are.
They didn't have a quarterback last year, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely could say that.
I was gonna say, but like, you know, what all Tomlin's gotta say is this was our first year with Russ. He's gonna learn for
Or
next year.
Fields.
Yeah, or Fields.
I don't even think Russ is there next year.
I think they'll sign him. I
He's
think
up
they'll
for
sign him.
contract. Yeah,
I
probably.
think they'll sign him.
I think.
Yeah.
For how much?
He might get one of those Baker deals, no?
I don't
I
know.
hope not.
We'll see what he takes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the other thing.
Well, if he loses them the game, right? If they lose the game and he doesn't
Then
play
it
great,
hurts
then
him.
it
Yeah.
definitely hurts as a contract. I mean, if he wins, he's gonna want like fucking a shit ton of money, you know? And he could say I could still play, but it really just depends on what happens. It's gonna be a great game though. I mean, I love Steelers Ravens.
Yeah.
It's a division game for elimination.
Just to touch on the Bengals. I mean, dude, I feel so bad for them, dude.
I don't feel bad though.
So many close games, and they didn't close out on one of them.
Yeah.
They just needed one of them.
But they do this shit. We talked about it. They do this shit every year. 0-4, 1-4, 1-3, 0-3. It's like you cannot start that way.
They had Joe this whole season. They had Jamar
right.
You know, their defense was hurt, but
here's my thing. As I know there was contract issues with Jamar, but the truth is they had everybody from the start.
Mm-hmm.
And they dropped games in the beginning.
Let's go back just for a second. They lost to the Patriots week 1, which you could say it's week 1. Yeah, I mean, yes. In looking at it
in
now,
hindsight, in hindsight.
Then they lost at the Chiefs, and they lost with the Commanders. Then they beat the Panthers. They're 1-3. Then they lost to the Ravens 1-4. They have to win, like Sean said, one of those Patriots, Chiefs, Ravens games. They're all one-score games.
Yeah.
Like the Chiefs game is 1 point, the Ravens game is 3 points. You just gotta find a way. They couldn't play defense the first for majority of the season.
They had injuries on defense.
Right, but it's like
but they also lost a lot of key players in the offseason, you know.
Right. I think they're a quick fix. I think that team is a quick fix. You sign Jamar. You draft.
Do they keep the coach?
Yeah, I think so.
You have to right after
they had no energy in that locker room though, dude.
Did you guys watch Hard Knocks or no?
Yeah, I watched a little bit and it looks so boring.
It was boring. It was really boring. This was not my favorite episode, but it was so fucking funny when Zach Taylor after the game, he's like, watch the games tomorrow 4:30 and pray to God. I started fucking laughing. I'm like, that's when you know you're fucked. You're praying to God that the team loses.
Here's my thing though. Why would you agree to have them film you?
I don't think they had a choice.
I think
they probably didn't.
I think
probably an upper management thing.
I'm saying
if they're doing the division,
we need money.
Yeah, if the division's doing it, you're in it. You're fucked.
Okay, here's my thing. it was that scene of Iosivas and I think it was Gesicki.
Yeah,
Like,
on the couch.
get out of my house. You're not coming in.
Yeah, that would have
No,
been like.
I get it. Like Zach Taylor, he's in his office, you know.
Right.
It's like I think if it's, I just think it was there like yeah, you could film us, but it's like that's gutsy.
Yeah, like
'Cause-
what did you think was gonna happen? They're gonna film you watch the Broncos play the Chiefs when the Chiefs
Yeah.
are resting every starter, and the Broncos, it's a must-win game. They're playing their everybody. What did you think? It was 38-0. It was like the game was over at the end of the first quarter. You
Yeah.
know, I
Hey,
don't know.
It was very
The
clear
Chi-
after Chiefs gave up
the
2 touchdowns.
the
Right.
Chiefs were also to me I think they were playing to for sure not win that game.
100%.
Did you see what
100%.
Kelsey said today or yesterday?
They're not
He was
scared
like,
of anyone. Blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
he was. I
Dude,
want to play the best. Bring them
Yeah.
all on
so
NFC,
you're
AFC.
telling me you're telling me because it's like that's not all of your backups. There's still a couple starters on that Chiefs team. You know,
No,
you're
for
telling
sure.
me you can't score at least a field goal.
No, they didn't want to win that game. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I would.
made a statement.
They
They
could.
said-
I
they
would
said fuck the
honestly.
Bengals.
I would rather be honest and say, "Fuck the Bengals. We don't want to
They're
play 'em."
dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
would rather
should.
say
They
that.
have
I
a
would
crazy
rather say that.
rivalry. They should have
And
done
just say,
that.
I don't want to fucking play Joe Burrow. He's red fucking hot. We don't want to play him. Like,
And then
just be honest.
Dude,
and
but
what helps you is like you just say like it's like you should have never put the fate in our hands. You know, it's like
Yeah.
yeah. I
No,
agree with that.
at the end of the day, it all falls on the Bengals, and they'll keep Zach Taylor, but
got
that
to start
division
hot,
is
that's
that division is so fucking tough, man.
Yeah.
There's some good teams in there, so we'll
I
see
mean,
what
but
happens next year.
we gotta see if they're able to keep Higgins on that team.
Well,
I
yeah,
think they can.
it's
I
kind of
personally
leaning
think
towards it.
I personally think they will. I just hope they don't franchise tag him because then to me that's a big middle finger to Higgins.
Yeah.
He's still getting paid a lot. It's just the average.
Average. He's way above average.
Yeah.
He wants a deal done, I'm sure.
Dude,
but
he's been franchise tagged like 2 years in a row already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Trey Hendrickson got the sack lead.
Yeah.
He's the sack
He's the
leader.
leader in
17 and a
sacks.
half.
Yeah.
He
That's
got 3.5
crazy,
sacks that
17 and a half.
game.
Nobody talks about him, I feel like, or maybe I missed
No,
it.
He's
I mean,
very
I
low-key.
tried to mention him here and there, but I mean,
He's very
17 and a
low-key.
half is fucking crazy, by the way. How
yeah.
can you
And
have
then,
the leader in sacks and the Triple Crown and you're not a playoff team? That I don't know.
but this next one, they have an offensive guard, a starter, Alex Cappa.
Oh, he's the worst.
Triple
in the
crown.
league.
Yeah, as the worst offensive guard this season. First in sacks
Yeah.
allowed, first in pressures allowed, first in
Oh,
I don't know what this
fuck.
one is. First in
I have
hurries
not-
allowed. But yeah.
I have not seen that. That's
Their
crazy.
defense play was poor, and their line has been an issue, but they try to fix it. They try to fix
Mhm.
it. They had some tackles out, whatever. They had both Browns out at one point. I don't know,
Yeah.
but we can go on to the next game.
All right. Well, we're gonna kiss the Bengals season goodbye. Sean was a diehard
They did-
Bengals fan.
they gave
Sean,
it a
we
good
should have
run.
should we have a moment of silence for the Bengals or no?
Moment of silence.
Yeah.
All right. Fuck the Bengals. Now let's jump into the Niners.
You're
Cardinals.
doing them a Niners moment of silence right
Yeah.
now?
No. We can
Oh,
go
sorry.
into the game. We can
Oh,
go-
okay.
Well, we
Dobbs
can.
looked great. Dobbs looked great.
Yeah, he should have played instead of that one asshole. I can't even remember his name.
Neither can I, but he should have been
Brendan
the backup.
Allen. Brian
Yeah,
Allen.
There it is.
Brandon
Brandon Allen.
Allen. My bad. Yeah. I'm happy the Niners lost, obviously, but
Got shit on.
we got shit on.
a
But
fight
I will
in the
say the
beginning.
coolest thing, there was 2 moments from this game that I loved. Juwan Jennings driving that motherfucker through the floor, getting
Dude,
kicked
he's
out of the
great.
game.
He's
Dude,
great.
Well, what
getting
is he
kicked out,
supposed to
and
do?
he was 25 yards away from 1,000 receiving
Yeah,
yards.
what
I
did he
felt
do
bad for him.
wrong?
So I was watching with my dad. This is what I tell my dad. I was like, "How are you going to kick out the guy that's literally just trying to defend himself? You want him to just
Yeah.
get just ran over?
Right.
Like he's it's against 2 defenders that are butthurt that they're getting absolutely pancaked.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
Yeah.
know.
that
was
bugged me.
bullshit.
That
But-
bugged me.
Yeah.
I will say another cool moment when Ricky Pearsall caught that touchdown pass
And
and he hit
did
like
the gunshot.
Oh no, fuck it,
Oh.
not that one. He hit like a. Wait, am I making this up? He Or somebody fucking scored. Who
He
scored?
like
And he
hit
did
his
the
chest, right? Like,
No, he was on the moon. He was like he was like an astronaut. He was
oh,
like on the moon, like jumping. But you know how you jump on the moon? It's in slow
It's like
motion.
leaping. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I don't
was
know.
so cool. I'm like, holy shit. Him and I keep wanting to call him the fucking astronaut. What's his name? Josh Dobbs. They both did it, and it was so sick.
I,
Cause you know how
I,
Josh Dobbs is
The Pastronaut.
yeah, the astronaut. I think it was in the second quarter. I think it was when Dobbs had the rushing touchdown.
I could swear I saw a celebration where he like pretend like holding his chest, like as if he got shot.
Yeah, I think he did have one, but that might have been
Yeah.
in the Lions game.
Oh fuck. Okay.
No, this was 3 days ago.
Oh, then all right then.
Yeah, I
Seems
don't know.
like you
I
already
mean,
know the answer.
well,
Well,
I'll
I
just
just looked it
say
up. That's why.
I'm happy we lost. So we locked up the 11th pick in the draft. I really hope they don't fuck up the draft. I mean, that's a big thing. But the Niners have secured the 4th place schedule for next year. So we saw their schedule. I'm not going to go over every team or anything like that, but we saw the stats. They have the
Good.
easiest schedule in the NFL next year. Let me
Yeah,
just
we had the
fucking
hardest
repeat
this
that.
year. We
Yeah,
had the hardest this year.
easiest schedule in the NFL next year. They have not had the easiest schedule in the NFL for as long as I can remember. And when you look at some of the teams they're playing, there's some teams that are really bad and have no direction. And you're pretty excited to play those teams. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Okay.
again,
So
now again
here's
though,
a
just real quick, you have to like the Niners love to lose games they're not supposed to, so they could go 0-17 next year for all I know. But you take your chances, man. They should win a lot
Well,
of games next year, I hope.
I was gonna say, here's hypothetical. Do you fire Shanahan if they don't make playoffs next year
Yeah,
No,
with that schedule?
you do.
I think so. I think
Well, let's
they
see
will.
how the team's looking.
Right. Well, if everybody
true.
gets fucking injured, then no. But if the team is healthy and they can't do
And
it,
they're
then
just
yeah.
underperforming.
But I really don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it could get worse than what I just saw.
I don't think so. I really don't.
I mean, I guess it could.
I'm just putting up like like the exaggerated.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's an exaggerated take that they struggle against.
I think they're gonna be good next
teams.
year. I think they'll
My
be good.
my biggest concern is Kittle getting a contract extension? Is Juice coming back, or is Juice getting a contract extension?
The worrisome thing is
Greenlaw
Greenlaw,
getting
right?
re-signed. Yeah, I mean
Mhm.
Greenlaw's my priority 1. Kittle's 2, and then I want Juice. You know,
Me too.
he's just a staple. But
Me too.
But yeah, Travarius Ward already came out and he made it pretty clear that he's not going to be in California next year.
I
So.
feel bad for. Did you saw why he said that?
He has like
Yeah,
PTSD, right?
Yeah, that was sad. That made me sad. I was
That
like,
was
I
sad.
don't fucking blame you.
I don't
His-
blame him. No.
He said his wife or his
His wife
girlfriend
never
would
wants to go
cry.
back to like
Yeah,
Cali,
she
right?
said she hates like this place is like it's just she cries.
Bad
and
memories.
She hates
you
it.
know.
I don't blame him. I
That's
would fucking
terrible.
start fresh so wherever you can go. And I
That's
don't
just
mean
terrible,
that because he
man.
hasn't played great. I just mean like it's probably best for him and his family to
If it helps your mental
try to move
state,
on. Yeah, that's really sad. I feel bad for him and his family.
yeah.
But
One thing I did see, because we did fire, or did we fire? We fired Sorensen, right?
he's been demoted.
Demoted. Okay.
But he might. I mean, he could go hire somewhere else. We don't really know.
I'm hearing Navarro Bowman linked to the DC role.
I saw that.
The guy with the Chargers.
I would kick a
What do you
fucking.
think?
I would love it.
Would you?
Now, okay, so I just saw something before we got on that because obviously there's some, there's that stuff out there that the Niners are going to offer it to Saleh. Here's the thing. Let's say they offer it to Saleh and the Niners have a top 5 defense next year. Guess what happens after next year? Saleh's
back
gone.
out.
And then in
Again.
5 years, you would have had 5 different defensive coordinators. In 5 years, 5
There's no
different
way
defensive
Saleh gets a head coach offer.
Oh, I think so. If the Niners are
I
like,
think so.
if they're
He's
11-6 and they make a
He's
playoff
getting interviewed
run,
right now.
yeah, he's getting
for head
interviewed
coach.
right now. And then what if he has them
Wow.
transform to a top 5 defense? He's gone.
Look,
Yeah, we're gonna get a 3rd round pick again.
just-
But what? We're just hiring defensive coordinators every year.
Yeah,
You
but that
want
just
someone
shows
to-
you. That just shows you though that they don't think Saleh was an issue with the Jets.
No, not at all. I think we all know that though when they were trading for Devontae, firing the court, like all this bullshit. It's like I just think I would love Robert Saleh back. Don't get me wrong. But I think it would be really cool too at the same time as if you can get someone that you would get for 1, 2, maybe 3 years. Like look at Steve Spagnuolo in the Chiefs. They're a
He's
great
just
defense
loyal.
year
He
after
he
year.
chooses he chooses to
He
stay.
chooses, but we need someone who's
We need
gonna
a
do that
chooser.
if we're gonna be a
Yeah,
dynasty. I want to
but
win one
he,
Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but after that, I would like to win 7 more. You know what
he's
I
a coach
mean?
that's done it all though. You know,
Right,
he's
right, right, right.
taking this role and he's owning it.
But
So
did you guys see what Kyle Shanahan said today in his little they had at 11:30 they had a like season wrap up conference. He said that they asked him, "What are you looking for in your next defensive coordinator?" This motherfucker
Appearance.
said, "I'm open to everything." He said, we need to change." He literally said like the offenses or sorry, the other teams have caught up to our defensive scheme. We need to make changes. He said, I want them to tell me with
what
our
about our
players.
offensive scheme
I knew
when
you were
it's
gonna
not
say that.
working at all?
I knew you were
Are we
gonna
gonna
say that.
change that? Like,
I
oh,
don't think
dude,
so. As long as you have the coach, you ain't losing
dude,
that. But
dude.
that makes me think that maybe he wants to get out of our typical defense and maybe bring Lou Anarumo
Or
in from the
cover
Bengals
six.
or something. I don't know. I don't really
Dude,
know what he
just
wants,
hire
but
within and get Staley.
I knew this shit was coming. But I'm excited. Really, I am. I think the Niners are gonna be fine. They're gonna draft either an offensive tackle, defensive tackle, and then they're gonna retool, and we're gonna be a playoff team next year. I don't know how many games we're gonna win, but I know we're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna be good, dude. I have a really good feeling about it. Um, yeah, I'm happy. I don't know how I am, but I am.
11th pick is pretty fun.
We could get a
Be,
really
inter-
good tackle, man.
be interesting to see what we do with it. They'll probably trade back and go pick some dumbass.
Quarterback. They might go quarterback. You never know.
Yeah, you guys might go for a tight end.
All right. All right. You want Debo,
Well,
bitch?
hopefully it's that one kid.
You want Staley back, you motherfucker? All right. And then I do think, are we jumping around? I think the biggest game of that week was the Vikings Lions game. That game was massive.
What a letdown, man.
You think so?
Just, dude,
It was
Darnold.
close in the beginning.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Darnold struggled really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
Really
did.
bad.
He was
played
nervous.
fine the week before. I think
He was nervous though, because he was missing throws he wasn't missing all year. It was like
I think it
overthrowing
was.
a few.
I think they were just surprised that they could get pressure on him, and I don't think he responded well to the pressure. A lot of those throws were just like so high up.
Yeah, they were high. He doesn't really throw those kinds of balls, but
No.
he was. Jahmyr Gibbs had 3 touchdowns. Which one is
Yeah.
he? Is he Sonic or is he the other one?
He's Sonic.
He's fucking
Sonic.
unbelievable. He's
He's
like
got
there. I
those-
saw this
got
thing
those young
about like
legs.
next year's fantasy football, like it's just like a who's gonna be drafted like top 5. He's like number 3,
Who's number
which
one?
I think because David Montgomery's a free agent, by the way. So, it was Jamar Chase.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too. Were you thinking it would be CMC, that fucking worthless?
No, I hope he's 7 and I have a chance to grab him.
Yeah. Anyways, congrats to the Lions, man. They got the number 1 seed in the NFC bye week. Vikings have to. So going from losing that game, they are 14-3 wild card team, which is fucking insane. They have to play a road game in LA, which is just nuts, man, to think about it. A 14-3 team is a wild card team traveling to Los Angeles. I mean, that sucks. I feel for them.
Yeah.
What other game was good this week?
Hey, how about the Raiders getting stomped?
Oh, dude. Yeah, but
Yeah, by you guys.
0-2.
I didn't really watch it, but
They got hammered.
you got hammered.
You got hammered?
No, they got hammered.
Oh, I thought you got hammered.
Yeah. Hey, Packers, Bears. Packers lost. Jordan Love went down.
Oh yeah.
Apparently his injury
Is
wasn't
he
bad
good?
at all. Yeah.
Right.
They said
He's
that
good.
he could have came back that game.
Okay.
But Watson's out for the year, ACL.
Yeah,
that
that's
sucks.
tough.
That really
That is
sucks.
tough.
Yeah.
We could talk about we could talk real quick about Antonio Pierce.
Oh
fired.
shit, he got fired. Yeah.
that mean Dion to the Raiders?
Nah.
I don't think he wants to leave, right? He made it pretty
Yeah,
clear
hey,
he's not leaving.
hey, Gruden's been sparking up some conversation.
I know, but I saw like McAfee say today that like teams are interested, but nobody wants to like say
Take the
like,
chance.
hey, yeah, it's like that's kind of fucked up. I mean, I don't know. People have done
Hey,
worse.
They
That's
don't
all
want
I'm
to get
saying.
canceled.
he got a deal at Barstool, so who cares? He's living it. And
Right.
on Bussin' with the Boys, he was saying that this is the most fun he's had in so long, and he wish he did it 10 years ago, switching over to content. So
Mm.
And
he might be happy.
So he does want to. I mean, look, you just got signed to Barstool.
I think
Maybe
he
you do.
definitely still wants to coach, though.
Yeah, but I think it's like, you know what? Let me hold out a year, keep doing this content stuff, and if I'm really, I'm just saying he just got signed to Barstool, so I'm sure he's still writing it out.
Yeah.
I don't know who the Raiders could go for. I really don't. I
Tom
think
Brady's
Ben
gonna
Johnson.
pick.
I think Ben Johnson is going to the Bears.
I don't think so.
And I really think Vrabel's going to the Patriots. I think
That,
that's a great.
to
that I
in-division
think is
team.
happening.
Yeah, if we're able to the Patriots, seems pretty fair. But do you think
the thing about Ben Johnson is everybody's saying he is looking for the money. Whoever's going to pay him is where he's going to go, even if it's a rival team. I don't think he cares.
Maybe he goes to the Jags.
Yeah, he could go to the Jags.
Did you guys see that they fired Doug Peterson and they kept Trent Baalke, who is the worst general manager in the NFL.
Did you see what the owner said right next to him?
Yeah, he was sitting like on the Zoom next to him and say, "Oh yeah, we bring someone in. They say they need to clean everything out. We're gonna do that or whatever." Right? He's like opening to firing him while he was on the Zoom call right next to him. Right?
Yeah. Oh,
That's
dude,
crazy.
that was funny.
It was
That was the same
hilarious.
thing with Antonio Pierce, though. They let him do a press conference, and everybody was asking, "So, have you heard anything in house?" I haven't heard anything. I was like, "All right." Next day, it's canned.
Yeah,
Just
I
fire
don't know.
them immediately,
when Brady bought the Raiders, like a part of it, we kind of knew, right? We were like, all right, he about to clean this bitch out. I'm surprised
Yeah,
they
I felt
keep
like he didn't get a
Glasgow.
fair chance. I feel like
Look,
he didn't get a fair shot.
in my opinion,
Game one, you could tell he wasn't making decisions.
in my opinion, from the day they hired him, I said it's not going to work. He doesn't have any experience in coaching, any. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
He was wasn't he a defensive coordinator?
he was a player that I know.
He was a defensive coordinator. I thought he was just like a personnel man that just had the locker room.
He was
I really don't know.
He might have been linebacker coach or defensive coordinator. I think linebacker coach. But
He
D'Amico did
was
linebacker coach
linebacker
to DC to head coach.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some experience.
But he was DC.
Pierce head coach of a football team, a high school football team. But I don't know. Oh, and he had some experience at Arizona State.
he was a player, no?
Yeah, he was a football player in the NFL.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
But he had coach. He's an older guy.
But my thing is, I think he was part of the reason that they went after Minshew. If I'm not mistaken.
The thing is like, what was he supposed to do? They were not in a position to draft.
Yeah,
a quarterback last year.
I would have went with Aiden O'Connell. He showed it the season before.
I think he wanted it. Like,
but he got
I
hurt.
don't think he had reins to just make it. Like, there was videos of him on the sideline, like fighting on the headset,
coach.
and then
I think Sean's right.
Yeah, he's the head coach, but people are in his ear. He can't.
I think.
He's not the owner. He's not the GM.
You're the head coach.
In a perfect world, yeah, of course we would want the head coach to do their job, but that's not the case. That's not
when you're not like like on the same page as your GM and the owner, you're fucked. They're gonna just tell you what to do.
So you don't think Shanahan, if he wanted to, could say, "Hey, I'm not."
Yeah, Shanahan can. Shanahan has earned that right.
What's the difference between them two?
Because
it's a first-year general manager.
It's Mark Davis, dude. It's Mark Davis. That's what I'm saying.
And you think he said, "I want Minshew"?
Same shit.
No, I think he is a dipshit owner who has no clue what the fuck he's doing and is having too much input on the team. And I think it's like the same with the Cowboys.
Same with the Cowboys. Same with the Jets.
I've heard.
It's the same with those guys.
I've heard Raider fans saying that he like all he does is just sit in his box and has no input. Is what I heard.
But how is it possible that the Raiders?
Which Raiders fans were you hearing that from?
Twitter. That's the only Raiders fans I read in the comments.
I just think this is what I'll say. I just think the Raiders have to think Tom Brady is their savior, right? But I just don't understand why they kept Telesco. That's the only thing that didn't make sense to me.
I don't know.
didn't get it
I need
either.
to see what exactly Brady's doing.
They said he's gonna make the fucking decision on the head coach.
Make a decision on head coach. So what is he
Yeah.
the GM now?
That's what I don't know.
I agree with Sean. It's like,
But if you own the fucking team, you can
but he
call the
doesn't own
shots.
the team. He probably
He's a
owns
minority
5% of
owner.
it,
Yeah, he's a minority owner, but
or
you don't think they're
2%,
gonna
you
think
know?
like. I know, but you don't think they're gonna
He's
be
just
like, this
another
is Tom
person in the
fucking
boardroom,
Brady.
dude. He's another
So,
person in the boardroom
look,
who,
here,
they might listen for input, but you know how this shit goes.
my thing is, do we really think Brady is that big of a savior?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
He's a
If
great
I'm the
quarterback.
Raiders, yeah, I'm the Raiders. We've been so fucking bad for so fucking long. We've tried so many things. I would ask Tom, what the fuck do you think we should do? Who should we hire? I would ask for his opinion. I would. And I would really think about it.
Who would he
But
say?
here's the thing.
No, I meant hire.
Yeah, but who would he
hire.
say?
I think he would
I
say
think
we need
Vrabel.
some fucking offense. I don't know. I
think you would try to hire Vrabel.
I was thinking Ben Johnson.
No, look,
I
would say
on Ben
Vrabel just because he has I assume he has a relationship with Vrabel. I mean, he was on the Patriots. I don't know.
Who's the best? Who's the best one out there? It's Vrabel or Ben Johnson, right? I don't think Saleh's better than both of them.
I don't mind Pete Carroll. I really don't mind Pete Carroll.
Oh no, not in the Raiders. I can't see that 70-year-old man coaching the Raiders.
That guy's on his deathbed.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a winner. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the reason why Seahawks kind of changed it around.
Look, man, I want the Raiders to be good, and this no disrespect to the Chargers, no disrespect to the Niners, like it's no Bay Area bullshit. I want the Raiders to do well. They're a fucking historic franchise. They should be good. Why do you think the Niners are so fucking good every year, or have money or able to do these things? They're a historic franchise. They're not allowed to be bad for a long time. Why can't the Steelers be bad? They're a historic franchise. Their fans will fucking erupt. The Raiders deserve better. They deserve better.
We're going to see this offseason because they have a lot of money to spend. We're going to see if it's classic coupon Tom that's getting the cheap players that he could get.
What is their draft position?
They're like 6th. If they want Shedeur, you're going to have to trade up.
Exactly. So like
you're giving away your future.
Cam Ward and Shedeur are probably gone. It's like what the fuck? Oh my god, I don't know. What do you do?
Are they gonna go get
Kirk Cousins?
Dude, maybe you try to trade for JJ McCarthy.
I hear Kirk Cousins to
San
Cleveland.
Francisco. Oh shit, sorry.
San Francisco. You don't want him in San Francisco.
I did see something when Purdy threw those 2 picks. I got real pissed off. I went deep into Dark Niners Twitter, man. I was fucking pissed.
I think this is what's gonna happen. I think everybody's gonna keep a close eye on the Vikings, see which quarterback they are focusing on, and then they're gonna try to make a move on the other one.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. This offseason will have so much, in it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what the Niners are gonna do. We don't know what the Raiders are gonna do. Half the NFC West was supposed to make the playoffs, and none of them did, besides the Rams. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback, no? Like the Titans need a quarterback.
They're gonna get one.
The Titans, Browns,
Giants, Jets.
Do the Jets need a quarterback?
The first 3.
I think so.
Saints?
Yeah.
Saints.
Derek Carr's there. Derek Carr declined the restructure.
Restructure.
No,
oh god, that's
they
bad.
asked him. They asked him to take less money. He said no.
We can go into the draft stuff later.
Don't forget about the Dolphins. I don't know what they're going to be doing.
Tyreek, we didn't talk about Tyreek.
Tyreek begging to leave.
So did he pull himself out of the game like our buddy Devondre Campbell?
I don't know.
That's what I read, that he
He
what's his
walked
name?
out
Yeah,
for the
like
AB.
McDaniel said that he wasn't available to go, and it wasn't because of injury.
I'm also hearing that they worked things out. That I guess he put his profile picture back as a Dolphin. That the general manager or someone like said like, oh no, he's fine. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
I don't want Tyreek. Sorry.
I don't want him. I do not want him. Though,
He's tied to your team right now.
I did want to bring that up though. The only thing I got excited for in that post was this was like one of the first times seeing a player kind of like show interest in the Chargers. You know, it's like we've never. It's a little weird. Like I've never really seen players
Want to come there?
call out the Chargers. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing that, I was like, all right, maybe we do have like, something that players want to come here for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It made me excited. Of like, all right, maybe Higgins would want to come to LA.
That's when you know this season for the Chargers too could be true. But no, I'm just kidding.
Should we get into next week or this weekend?
Or
you guys have anything else?
I
want to say real quick.
Seahawks with
Buccaneers.
their backups.
That Buccaneers game was good. I thought they were gonna lose and not make the playoffs.
Hey, good for Mike Evans.
Oh
man.
yeah, Mike Evans, 11th game in a row with 1,000 yards.
And it's one of the only times I've seen him with emotion.
Race.
He was
with emotion, man.
He was pumped.
You don't see that often from him, so seeing that was great.
Yeah, that was cool to see. I see a lot of people are pissed off about the Colts not firing Chris Ballard and general manager Chris Ballard and then head coach.
I like Steichen.
I like Steichen, but the GM's got to go. They're the same team every year.
GM does have to go, definitely.
But it's like these kinds of things you got to fire. If you're gonna fire him, you need to do it quick because Saleh. I'm just using Saleh as an example. I'm not saying he's the number one candidate. He's got interviews with all the fucking teams already. What are you gonna do as the coach? You're gonna fire them in a week or a week and a half, and then you're gonna have nobody left to interview, or in 3 weeks. You know what I mean? It's like you got to do it now.
Think about if you're Saleh though. You probably feel so good right now. It's like I'm taking interviews for a head coach position, and if that doesn't work, I just go back to the team that I already know. You know?
Yeah, with the players I already
like
kind of know.
That's great. That's a great situation for him.
His players are kind of out. His players are.
He's got Fred. He's got Fred.
He's got Fred. He's got Bosa.
He's got Demo. No.
Demo.
But I'm just saying. But he knows
those are
at
the
least
cornerstone.
he knows the coaching staff. You know. Like.
Yeah. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I will say. I know we're jumping around, but the Patriots. I don't like the way they fired Gerard Mayo. Now I understand. They're not good, and there were some things coming out about Gerard Mayo, like as like a person and stuff. Maybe that's why they fired him. I just don't think it's fair to fire someone after one season. Like I do believe that it's not fair. Dude, the Lions were horrible their first season with Dan Campbell.
See, for me, it was just like for me, it's like the same thing with Antonio Pierce. I don't think they should have ever hired him because it sounds like from the start they were already in their head like, hey, if we don't see any positivity, he's already gonna be gone. You know, so it's like why?
What were they supposed to do?
Why waste a year? You're pretty much wasting a year. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like firing coaches after 1 year, but then like also the Niners fired Chip Kelly after 1 year, and then they fired Jim Tomsula after 1 year, and that was great because it got us Kyle Shanahan. But it's like that kind of sucks. If you have a bad roster and you fire the coach after the year, it's like look at the fucking players that the Patriots have. Look at them. They're not fucking good. They're just not. And he was supposed to win how many games? And also, he totally fucked them by winning that last game of the season, and then they fired him. Like they were gonna draft Travis Hunter. You know, I don't know if they'll be able to do that.
A funny thing was with the Patriots. So we traded draft picks. Sorry, I'm saying draft. I don't know.
Yeah, draft.
But, yeah. So we traded with them. That's when we got the second. We moved up to 2 spots. We're the ones that took Ladd McConkey with that pick, and then they gave us the 5th round pick, and we got our stud cornerback out of it. And they were showing a comparison of our 2 players and then their 2 players, and it's like they have 2 rookie receivers, and they were like horrific this year. So it was just a funny thing if we kind of fleeced them, but
Yeah. All right. Anybody got anything else this past week, week 18? Any final notes, Sean, on the 49ers?
No, I'm just really worried about this off season.
It'll be okay.
Hopefully
have a
they
good
prove
feeling.
me wrong.
I have a good feeling. We're gonna sign Russ. Okay. Are we ready to make our wild card picks?
here we go.
Wait, real quick. What was our record from the last time we made picks?
I think I did bad. Because I remember I was all over the place.
That's a very good question. I never revisited it.
Well, it's all right. We can go over it next show if we care that much.
Mm-hmm.
I could just get our picks for this week. Then yeah, next time I could just
we'll just include it
overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wild card weekend. First game of the wild card weekend, Saturday game, 1:30 Pacific. Chargers at the Texans.
I'll let you guys go first.
Let's do an order. Let's go. Our order will be me, Sean, Sebastian. That'll be our order.
Okay.
Okay.
We're just picking winners, right? We're not picking spread or anything.
just winners.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, can we just like have like a little debrief about each game because there's not that many.
Yes.
The typical Chargers, right? Not the Jim Harbaugh Chargers. I'm talking about the typical Chargers. They lose this game, right?
Well, we would go up and
choke this game
and then choke it. That's what usually happens in playoffs.
Usually the Chargers lose that game.
It's always great,
and the Texans have not been the Texans, right? Like we both can agree on that. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chargers. Oh man. Don't be the same Chargers.
Sean?
Man,
this is tough. This is tough.
I really love CJ, but it's hard to pick the Texans here. I think the Texans have a really good defense, but that offense is lacking right now, and Chargers defense is playing well.
Are we healthy? The Chargers healthy?
Yeah, JK should be back, right?
We're all back. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Zeke.
Yeah.
Zeke. That was weird, but
Zeke.
Yeah, I think I'm going Chargers.
Wow.
So
I would not be surprised if they lose, though.
Neither would I.
Well, so look, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm picking Chargers. I cannot stand everybody saying everybody's saying like this is an easy win for the Chargers. This isn't.
It isn't. I mean, based on how the Texans were playing, they just played Baltimore.
I know, but look, I get it. They're struggling, but it's just the fact that they're all like just like going, like trashing the Texans. Because now the Texans, like I was watching press conferences of like CJ and all them. All their like every question that they're being asked is, how does it feel that you guys are struggling right now, and everybody's picking the Chargers? It's just like it's like gaining momentum for the Texans, you know?
Yeah, giving them ammo.
Yeah, and it's like let's just watch a game.
I will say Texans are 5th in defensive yards allowed in the NFL, so they don't give up a lot of yards, and they are 4th in the NFL in sacks. So, like Sean said, the defense is really good.
Yeah, the defense.
They're very
offense
good.
has been.
It's about to get a lot better next year when they sign Dre. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Was Alshire back for this past game, or is this going to be his first game back?
He was back last week.
Okay.
I want to say.
Well,
I think he should have been back last week.
He worries me.
Oh, he might kill someone. Like legitimately.
No, it's not that. It's just he is a good linebacker. So they have a lot of great pieces. But I did hear that Texans' offensive line right now is awful.
Yeah.
So well. we have to expose that.
I just feel like you guys are probably going to outscore them.
Yeah, I think so.
For me, we cannot let Joe Mixon control the game. Is who I'm pretty worried about.
Oh man.
I've seen it. I've seen these games before where the running backs control.
Should I change my pick? Should I change my pick to spice it up?
Mixon is a good playoff running back, by the way.
It's up to you, Sean.
I'm gonna go Texans here.
Oh shit! He's typing it. I'm still going with the Chargers, but are the tickets really $68? I mean, what the fuck?
Should we go? Should we take
That's
a flight?
what I think it should get out of here, man. I feel bad. Everything's burning here.
Go scope out some property for our
right.
move.
All right. Next game, Saturday night. It's on Prime Video. What the fuck is that? Also, that Chargers game is on CBS Paramount Plus for anyone watching. But Prime Video, Saturday night, Steelers at the Ravens.
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 Oh, you scared me there for a second. You scared me.
Ooh, sorry. Ravens, definitely. Sorry, I know there's an order. I jumped the gun.
Okay, I just want to say, Zay Flowers is out.
What?
I don't think they need him.
Yeah, dude, Bateman's kind of been taking over that role, anyways.
Oh, no, I don't want to say he's out. It says unsure of status because he hurt his knee pretty bad.
I know he didn't practice. I know he didn't practice.
Yeah, he didn't practice today.
He'll probably play. He'll probably play.
I don't think so.
You don't. Dude,
I don't think so.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters.
I think it matters. I think it fucking matters. Shit.
Dude, with Lamar.
I think the Ravens win. I don't know if this will count. I think the Ravens win, but the Steelers keep it close. That's just where I'm at.
I think Russ of old comes out, starts throwing some picks. That Ravens defense is really good.
You know, here's my big thing. Him and Mark Andrews are back.
And likely kind of heating up towards the end of the season.
That's all you need. With Lamar Jackson's scramble ability, where he just it's like a 20-second play that he can make.
Well, he's holding his pants. He's fucking holding his pants.
I'm just saying, someone always
too
gets
fast.
open.
Seriously. Yeah, no, you're right. All right. Looks like we're all on the Ravens.
We're all gonna be on the Bills.
I got Broncos.
All right, Sunday. Moving on. Sunday morning, Broncos Bills. Especially you have the Bills. I mean, you have the Broncos.
I do.
Got the Broncos. I've got the Bills.
Okay, can you tell me why you think the Broncos are gonna beat the Bills?
I think they have that little scary fact, dude. Their defense is no joke. I can see them making Josh Allen a little uncomfortable, and I think their offense will be good. I get it if they're not used to that kind of cold weather, but they do live in Colorado. It gets pretty cold there, so it's not like it's gonna be like if the Chargers went over there. They're a little used to it. So
I agree. The Broncos are number 1 in the NFL in sacks.
I'm just saying we have seen Bills put up a stinker of a game sometimes.
Bills are number 1 in turnovers forced.
Yeah, Bills defense is no joke either.
Feels like a defensive game, maybe. I don't fucking know.
I just
Bills are
feel
8-0 at home. They have not lost a game at home.
I was gonna say that does worry me a little bit, but I put Sean Payton in the same boat as Harbaugh. It's sometimes hard to bet against that coaches.
I know what you're saying. But the Bills have had such a good season. You think it just ends on Sunday that fast?
It could.
This is so tough. I'm taking the Bills.
I don't know. I just feel like Bills. I mean, if they had a true number 1 and Pat Surtain can lock him down, then sure. But they spread the ball around. Everyone gets work. Okay. They'll play 3 different running backs, and 3 different running backs will fucking pop off.
We've seen it with our own eyes. We saw our own team get their ass kicked in the snow.
Okay, hold on. If the Bengals made it, would you have chosen the Bengals to beat the Bills?
Yes.
The Bengals to beat the Bills? No, I would have chose the Bills.
I would have.
Okay, because I would pick the Bengals, and I just go back to when it was Broncos versus Bengals. That came down to an overtime.
Yeah,
touchdown.
But Bills have a defense. The Bengals do not.
Here's the only thing that makes me think.
Bills have a line. The Bengals do not.
The Bills have been here. They have been in these playoff games way more than Bo Nix has. I'm only using Bo Nix as an example.
Yeah.
If the Bills, I mean, you know how loud it's going to be, how fucking crazy Bills Mafia is. We all know. If the Bills score first and it's 7-0, that place is going to go fucking bananas. And now we're asking a rookie quarterback to come back from behind in a playoff game on the road. Do we think Bo Nix is capable of that?
I
think he
he's
is.
probably capable. He's probably
I think
capable.
he
I
is.
just
I
think
could
the
see a
Bills are
lot
better,
of
man.
quarterbacks doing it.
gotta
I don't know if
remember-
I could see a rookie doing it.
Yeah, I
though.
remember Bo Nix is like 25 years old.
I'm not saying he's not
not
going
a
to be
young
good.
buck.
No, for
I'm just
sure.
Yeah,
saying-
but I mean, experience. You can be fucking 40. And it's your first year in the NFL. Doesn't mean you're gonna be God Almighty.
But he played. I think he had like one of the most college games ever played, right? If I remember.
Yeah,
Wait,
probably.
I gotta take a quick timeout. I'm so sorry. Is Rob's birthday today? No, it's
No,
not.
it's the 10th.
It's on the 10th. Why is
Yeah.
Yaur texting Rob happy birthday?
I don't know because Catherine posted on her story a cake for Rob's birthday.
Okay, thank you.
I was gonna bring it up after the
I
pod.
panicked. I'm like, it's 8:30 and I haven't texted Rob. Okay,
I was
it's on
gonna
the
bring
10th.
it up after.
All right, let's just get right back to it. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
man.
so sorry. So sorry. I got so scared. I'm taking the Bills. I'm sorry. I just think if they score first, man, it's gonna be really tough to come back in that game.
I will be going Broncos.
It'll be a good game, though. I think.
Yeah, it'll be a good game for sure.
Okay. Sunday afternoon, Packers at the Eagles. Fucking incredible NFC matchup.
Yeah.
I got Eagles.
Unfortunately, I got Eagles too.
That's the thing. Is like, I feel the same way.
They lost their deep threat receiver.
And Love is a little banged up, maybe not really banged up. But something about Jordan Love and the Packers in the wild card game, they turn the fuck up. Jordan Love is a good quarterback. He plays better in the playoffs.
They've got a good defense. It's just like the Eagles are, like defensive wise, they're better. They're better.
They're much better.
Their offense is much harder to stop when you got fucking dual threat like that, you know.
Yeah.
And you got the receivers to back it up, you know. I don't know. It's just gonna be hard.
I just
Packers
think
got
the
a good
Eagles are
defense,
better in just
yeah.
every category.
I just go off of running backs.
If you're the Eagles, you're gonna run the ball 25 times, right?
I was gonna say I think if Packers try to think Josh Jacobs is gonna be the answer, it's gonna be tough because they have one of the best.
Oh, Jalen Carter in the pig.
I was gonna say I think they have the best defensive line right now to stop the run.
Yeah.
So if it comes down to running, I mean, I gotta give it to the
Their
Eagles.
middle linebacker has been playing lights out. I think his name is like Nick. Nick
I know who
Schoen
you're
or
talking
something.
about.
I mean,
No. He's the Georgia guy, right?
I want to say he's a rookie. I'll tell you right now.
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Zach Bond. No, he's
Zach
not a rookie. He's from Wisconsin. Zach Bond has been playing great at linebacker for them.
Yeah. The Eagles are a great football team, as much as it pains me to say. They're, like we said, they run the ball well. They play great defense. Now, what if the Packers do stop the run? Now, there's a lot of what ifs, you know, but if they do stop the run, Jalen ain't the best fucking passer.
But he's I mean,
when you got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith.
I was gonna say he's been lining it up.
No, I know, but Jalen's so shaky to me sometimes, man. I still think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna run the fuck out of the ball, but I don't know. Give me the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Okay. Sunday night, Commanders at the Buccaneers.
Oh no, just one. Sorry.
This is a good one.
It's a really good one.
Okay, who's going first? Me?
Yeah, you go first.
No, I'm going Commanders.
Okay.
I'm going Buccaneers.
Fuck. Please don't tell me I'm by myself.
Dude, I don't know who to pick.
I don't want to be myself, but I also don't want you on my side. I don't know how else to say that. I don't mean that in a bad way.
I think I'm gonna go Commanders.
I feel like the last few weeks the Commanders have looked pretty good.
And
they've looked pretty good.
Buccaneers struggled
kind of close.
Yeah, and then they also struggled against the Saints in a must-win game.
Sorry.
Yeah,
the Saints.
divisional game.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Baker can
I think
cook.
I just think if it comes down to shootout, I like the weapons on the Commanders more than I like the weapons on the Buccaneers.
Man, before the season, if somebody told me that, I would told them they're fucking crazy.
I don't know. I think the opposite.
It's even.
Cade Otton,
I,
Bucky, Jalen
I know.
Jalen
No, I
McMillan,
know
Mike
Bucky's been
Evans.
so good too.
I
I
mean, dude,
know.
they got Roddy White in the pocket. I mean,
it's just for me, I'm so 50-50 on this game.
Me too.
I think they
Look, this is a
out-talent
coin
the
flip.
Commanders.
Well, it
It
depends.
is definitely a coin flip. Definitely a coin flip.
It depends if they
But-
if Buccaneers continue that slump from last week. I don't know.
I'm gonna
stick
take the
with
Commanders.
Commanders.
I have no reasoning. I can't even give you their offense breakdown, their defense. I don't know. I'm just doing it. I don't fucking know.
For me, it could just be from last week, and it's just recency bias, or is it biasy?
Bias.
Bias.
Yeah.
So that could be it, but that's who I pick.
Gonna be a good game.
Okay. Last game of the wild card weekend: Vikings at the Rams. Let's say it on the count of 3.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do like 1, 2, 3, then we'll say it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Vikings.
Rams.
Oh, I knew there would be one. I think this is the one thing I'll say. I think people are overreacting to that Sunday night football game where they lost to the Lions. I think it's a huge overreaction.
I do agree with that, but the thing I think of is Rams have a pretty dang good defensive line. Not shockingly, but they're up there. They're good.
They're a good team, but have they? You're telling me Matthew Stafford is going to dice up Brian Flores' like blitzing defense? Like I don't know.
Just run the ball.
This game might also be played in a neutral site, by the way.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Oh, because of the fires?
Yeah, they said they might play in Phoenix.
Oh,
or not in Phoenix, in Arizona, whatever. I don't know exactly.
That sucks for the Rams.
It doesn't say for sure. They said that they don't think
I
they're
know.
going to move, but if they have to, they'll move there.
Dude,
But
even if it was in LA, it would have been 50-50.
No, I know.
I know.
But it's just because I'm just saying more of like for the Rams, it just sucks because it's like you feel like you should be playing at home and you're not.
Yeah. Shout out New Scum.
They're 14-3. They're on the road and they're only a 1-point favorite. Like that's crazy. They're getting a little disrespect. No, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe a lot of people like the Rams. I don't really know what's going on.
I don't know. If the Vikings win this game and then go see the Lions the week after, that'd be crazy.
What if they lose?
Is that for sure?
Yeah.
Is that for sure though that they would go there? Because wouldn't it be lowest seed? Are they the lowest seed?
The lowest seed remaining would play them.
Yeah.
It would probably be the Commanders then, right? If they were to beat the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I mean it could be the Packers if they win.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I'm just saying because I think Commanders have the best chance to do the upset against a home team. I mean, I'm saying different from the Vikings. If Vikings were to do it, if we were to have 2 wildcard teams make it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm taking the Vikings. I don't know.
Sam Darnold, he's got that Niner blood in him.
I think he'll be better.
He has to be, or else he's out.
He's gonna look like Purdy out there.
You think so? Airmailing him?
Hopefully not. Shit. Fucking Purdy's inaccurate as shit. That's one thing we didn't touch on, man. Purdy.
I thought his accuracy was his strength. I just think he missed.
I thought, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
We can't take away from
he misses a lot of wide open people. But
yeah.
And he throws a lot of picks to wide open defenders.
Are we allowed to change our Super Bowl fucking prediction or no? Before the playoffs start.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know. We could just predict right now. Yeah.
All right. Let's just pretend I never said the Lions.
Okay.
All right. Just pick one on each side. This will be it.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'll take the Ravens.
Uh-huh.
Out of the oh my god, the wild card. Out of the AFC. And I'll take the Eagles.
Okay.
Out of the NFC. And my Super Bowl champ will be the Ravens.
Wow.
I don't love it. All right, who's next? I'd love to hear it.
Sean, you go next.
I got Bills Lions Super Bowl.
A lot of blue.
Classic.
Oh man, who wins? I think the Bills win.
Wow.
The
Josh
heart,
Allen MVP?
the heart wants the Lions to win, but I just have a feeling the Bills win. I
I'm
hope
going
the
to
Chiefs
go.
just get destroyed.
I'm gonna go Ravens also.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do Ravens versus the Lions.
Wow. Who's winning?
The Lions.
Wow. The Lions are winning the Super Bowl. Congratulations, Lions fans.
You guys
Yeah,
did it.
dude, if the Chargers win this week, I
Oh.
think I have them going to the AFC Championship.
I also think the Chiefs are a first round exit.
Yeah, I feel like you guys beat them.
Would you have to play them? Oh shit.
Probably.
Probably the
I mean, with my
Broncos.
predictions.
Unless Broncos actually beat the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If the Broncos or the Steelers
Broncos have a
win,
good chance to beat them too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
They
no,
have a good
definitely.
chance to
Yeah.
beat them too.
Well, they just beat them 38-0.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine they were actually trying. They beat them again, 40-0.
That's so funny. All right. Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap this wild card episode up?
No. I'm very excited for this wild card weekend.
Yeah, and more episodes on the way.
Right.
Yes.
No more breaks.
No more breaks. No more breaks.
Well, holiday season is over, so
We're out of excuses.
we
Sorry.
got Draftacular
We're
coming
sorry.
up.
We
Sorry,
do.
Brendan.
Hey, I'm excited for the draft. First time in a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Dude, if we pick some bonehead that should have won the second round like we always do, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, like Ricky Pearsall. Sorry.
Ricky Pearsall, Brandon Ayuk,
Yep.
go on. Debo. Well, Debo got picked second.
Yep.
We should
I
try.
don't know.
We should try to make not like an event, but like we should have like people because if we're trying to do the whole draft, I don't know if we are.
Yeah,
Like,
we
for the
could get
first
like
day.
guests and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say like we'll have guests come in. Like we'll like say
Wait, Rick, the whole draft?
I don't know.
It's like 9 hours. That's 3 hours a day.
I'm talking about no, sorry. The first day.
Yeah, he
just
just
the
means
number
the
one
first
pick.
day. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down for the
I'm
first
down
day.
for that.
You know, we could have like say like Packers come up and then we'll have like Tanner could join or something.
Yeah. We could do that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want Tanner in here. No,
Oh my god. Oh my
Just
god.
kidding.
All right, we gotta end it. We gotta end this now. We gotta end this before we say something we
Hey,
shouldn't.
we could talk to the fantasy champ when the Eagles come up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's auto drafted.
Mhm.
Motherfucker.
All right.
Shout out
Everybody
Jordan. Shout out
enjoy
Jordan.
the wild card weekend. We'll catch you guys next week to recap all of it. We'll see you guys.
See ya.
See ya.